channel friends. This is your Govindraj. In this video let me give you an update on payment of gratuity, its calculation formula and also eligibility conditions. If you are working for a private company or private establishment, this is important for you to know. If you are working in a factory, mine, oil field, plantation, port, railway company or in any shop or establishment which has 10 or more employees, and if you have worked for 5 years or more, then you are eligible to receive the gratuity from your employer. The next question comes to mind friends, how do we calculate this gratuity? There is a formula to calculate gratuity friends. The formula is the monthly wages into 15 divided by 26. If you do this, you get a quotient. The quotient should be multiplied from the number of years of service which you put in the company, will give you a gratuity which needs to be paid by the employer. Then the next question also will come to our mind friends, what are the wage components to be considered for calculation of gratuity? In general, basic and DA or the dearness allowance is to be considered for the purpose of gratuity calculations. Let us take another question friends. Suppose any employee has completed 4 years 6 months service. Is he eligible for gratuity? As a rule, it is necessary friends to complete 5 years service. However, if you have completed 240 days service in the 5th year, you have a good chance of getting gratuity as there is an High Court judgment on this. Let's consider another question friends. How do we reckon the number of years of service in case if there is a fraction of service? If there is a fraction of service and it is more than 6 months, that fraction should be considered as 1 year and less than that should be ignored. Is there any maximum ceiling on gratuity? Currently, yes friends, the gratuity ceiling is 20 lakhs rupees. More than 20 lakhs, the law does not mandate for an employer to pay. However, is there any bar to receive gratuity more than statutory ceiling? There is no bar on this friends. If employer is willing to pay, he can do so. However, the income tax benefit is restricted up to 20 lakhs in the entire service period. This ceiling is being changed or increased from time to time from the central government. Let's consider another question friends. Is there a requirement for an employee to claim a gratuity? Yes, the employee is required to file an application for gratuity within 30 days from the date of leaving the service. And let's see what are the responsibilities of employer. The responsibility of employer is to determine the gratuity and give a notice to the employee and also to the government or the controlling authority. The controlling authority is the authority which is notified under the Gratuity Act to whom the notice of gratuity should be given, and the employer is also required to pay the gratuity within 30 days from the date it becomes due, and this responsibility is irrespective of the employee has given a notice of claim or not. Let's consider another question. Do employee get interest on delayed payment of gratuity by the employer? The answer to this question is yes friends. If the employer delays the gratuity payment, he is liable to pay the interest at the rate of simple interest, and currently it is at 10% as the central government is notified at 10% per annum. And suppose if we take an example how to calculate this gratuity, let's take an example. If an employee has worked for 5 years 7 months and his monthly wages for the purpose of gratuity is rupees 25,000, let's calculate the gratuity for this employee. Gratuity works out like this friends, the 25,000 into 15 divided by 26, and the service should be considered as 6 years because he has done more than 6 months service in the 6th year. So if we use this formula, the gratuity works out to 86,538 rupees. Let's consider to see if there are any changes proposed in the Social Security Code 2019. There are no significant changes friends in the Social Security Code 2019. The gratuity calculation formula remains same. However, there are two major changes. The first change being is, if you are an employee under fixed term, you are eligible to get gratuity on pro rata basis even if you have not completed the qualifying period of service. Another important change is the wage definition has undergone a big change. Now the salary or the wage which needs to be considered for the calculation will works out higher than the current practice. There are few more points which you need to know on gratuity, friends. Keep watching this channel for more updates, and my coordinates are provided here. If you would like to get in touch with me, please do so either on my mobile or on an email. And if you like this, don't forget to subscribe this channel, friends. Thank you very much. See you soon.